Matthew 4:19. Come follow me, Jesus said, and I will send you out to fish for people. Peter voiso. That night we were gathered around the fire. Someone asked James, do you ever regret it? Leaving your old man and a boat that size behind on the shore? Peter voiso. James didn't say a word. He just tossed another stick into the fire. The sparks flew up, looking just like the sunlight dancing on the Sea of Galilee that day. James' young voice. That morning we had been fishing all night and caught absolutely nothing. My dad was sitting at the stern, muttering to himself, fish prices are going to go up again today. How am I supposed to pay the hired men this month? James' young voice. My brother and I kept our heads down. All we could think about was this year's harvest, mending the boat planks, and how my father's back was growing more and more hunched. James' inner monologue. You know what the most terrifying part was? It wasn't not knowing who Jesus was. John the Baptist had already told us. The scariest part was knowing exactly who he was, yet my hands were still gripping that net. James' inner monologue. That net was my livelihood. That boat took my dad half his life to save up for. He was sitting right there waiting for me to settle the accounts. If I left, what would happen to him? Peter voiso. James told me something later that I'll never forget for the rest of my life. He said, James, in remembrance. Peter, I was thinking if I were leaving to become a rabbi, my dad would have thrown a festival to send me off. But Jesus called us to catch men. Do you get it? He didn't say, go become professors. He said, go be fishermen. It's the same exact trade, but when you cast the net this time, what you pull up are living souls. James' inner monologue. At that moment, only one thought crossed my mind. If I don't step onto that shore today, I never will for the rest of my life. James' inner monologue. It wasn't that I didn't love my father. I loved him, but precisely because I loved him, I knew if the Messiah is standing right there and I am still here counting fish and shrimp, I will hate myself forever. James' inner monologue. The splash as I stepped into the water was louder than I expected. The water was freezing, cold to the bone. My brother John followed close behind. Hearing his footsteps right after mine, I knew he felt the exact same way. Peter voiso. You all keep asking what we left behind, but let me tell you, that day we gained a father. Not that Zebedee wasn't good. He was wonderful. But the way Jesus looked at us, it was that one phrase you always wanted to hear from your own father, you can do this. Peter voiso. I never told James this, but actually that day I left my own father's boat on the shore too. Every single one of us left something behind on that sand. James, gentle, resolute. I know what happened to that boat now. My dad sold it and got a smaller one. He later became a believer too. You know what he told me? James, gentle, resolute. He said, son, if you hadn't walked away that day, that boat, it truly would have become my coffin. Peter voiceover with a smile. We all thought immediately was just about that one morning. But it isn't. Immediately is right now, the very moment you hear these words.